Show.
All right, everyone. Welcome to All Hands on Deck. Are you guys ready to start the show? All right. Everyone put your hands together for the host of our show. He's coming out. His name is Ken.
They get the idea. That's right. Whoa, those are bright. My name is, in fact, Ken, as the magical voice in the sky says. Thank you so much for joining us. You are here for 7 o'clock's All Hands on Deck, and I want to personally welcome you for being here for a very special March 1st, first comedy show of March. Thank you for being here. All Hands on Deck! Awesome. We really appreciate having you. Hopefully you're going to have a great time tonight. What you are at is at an improv comedy show. Maybe you know what it is. I know some of us were here for Pep Rally. I also understand that there was maybe a comedy show across the street that the comedian didn't show up for. So thank you to those of you who are in the crowd tonight who decided to see our show. It's going to be a lot of fun. We show up when we put our time on the calendar. All right, so yay, let's start with that. All right, so my name's Ken. In just a little bit, you're going to meet our cast. We have some very talented actors and comedians. They're going to join me up on the stage for a bit. What you're at is an improv comedy show. Improv is a short word for a longer word. That word is improvisation or improvise. And all that really means is just all made up. So what's going to happen is when those 4 comedians, they could join me on stage, tonight they're going to play out they're going to act out little scenes, and they're going to play little stage games for us tonight, okay? And what we do in practice, and yes, we do practice or rehearse, there's no script or anything. What we do in practice is they go over the rules of the games, and of course they're good actors, so they know how to act those scenes. But everything that you see tonight is totally made up, okay? So congratulations, you're at a very special, beautiful show that no one else will ever get to see. And if it's not so good, no one else ever has to see it. So that's pretty awesome. But that's how we're going to do the improv show tonight. Real quick, just clap your hands real quick. Is this your first time at an improv show? Anybody? Yeah, you guys, awesome, cool. Well, thank you very much for being here. Real quick though, just give me a huge resounding round of applause if you are a returning fan of Mockingbird Improv. Thank you very much for being here. Very soon you will be just like everyone else. Join us. Alright, so that's what's going to happen. We're going to play some games. It's going to be a lot of fun. You, however, are a huge part of the show. You are, in fact, the steam that drives this show forward. From time to time, I'm going to come to you for some help, alright? I'm going to mostly need your help in the form of suggestion. So I might give you a prompt, my players might give you a prompt, and you shout out the first thing your brain thinks of, okay? We might need suggestions from you. I might need a little bit more help. I might even need somebody to come up on the stage, so I really hope you're ready for that. But let's practice suggestions real quick, okay? So for example, someone might say, on the count of 3, shout out your favorite color. Okay, you got that? 1, 2, 3. Green. I heard green loud and clear, so we might use green as an inspiration for a game or a scene, okay? From just this side of the room, on the count of 3, yell out if you like cats or dogs more. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Excellent, I heard a lot of cat people. You got the cat on this side of the room. Let me know if you like debit or credit more. 1, 2, 3. That's right. Cash was the right answer. From anybody in the room, let me know if you prefer your mom or your dad. 1, 2. I'm just kidding. You understand how the game goes. That's how you're going to participate in the show, okay? So I know I'm ready. In the very, very back of the stage, we do have our actors here. We do got to get them ready. And I hope you guys are ready. But we're going to get everybody warmed up with a huge round of applause. What we're going to do actually is use the applause-o-meter. We all see it here on the stage, right? The applause-o-meter. Let's say there's like a needle. We're going to be using some imagination tonight. But let's say the applause-o-meter has a needle. You know, a needle slides left and right. Over here, this is 0%. It's nothing on the applause-o-meter. You can hear a pin drop. Maybe 50% on the applause-o-meter. That's a nice, hearty round of applause, okay? We're going to eventually max it out. We're going to go to 100% on the applause-o-meter. Now, my actors, they're hiding backstage, and they won't come out for anything less than 100%, okay? If you listen very closely, they are total prima donnas, and they need everybody begging on their hand to be. Listen very, very close. You can hear them in the back.
Oh, I'm not
Exactly. So we have to lure them out with a 100% applause. So just for a split second, let's practice what a 100% applause sounds like. Now, if anybody knows anything about math, 100% doesn't just mean very loud. It means maximum. It means the most possible. That means the loudest possible sound that this group of people tonight here we can make, all right? That's stomping, hooting, hollering, clapping, whatever you got to do. On the count of 3, I just want to hear a small split-second sound of applause, okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. We're going to end up at 100%, but everybody That's right, 10%, 20%, 30%, how about 40, 50% of the applause will be 60%, 70, 80, 90, 100! Yeah! Hey, one more time, give it up for our talented Kaz! And Kaz, there is nobody more talented and beautiful than our audience. Let's give it up for our audience! You thought I wouldn't notice, but I noticed. You put work in tonight. Thanks. Alrighty, so let's introduce our cast to you. Let's go down the line. Let's step forward one at a time. Let's say our name so we know something about you. How about we, let's say you're meeting someone, not for the first or second time, but the third time. You know, the really, they say the good stuff happens on the third meeting of a person. So you're going to ask them, maybe you already know what they do for work, you know all the basics. What's a question you might ask somebody you're just getting to know like, oh, you're really cool, I want to invite you to hang out, or something like that. What's a question you might ask?
Are you on vacation?
Where are you going on your next vacation? Name and where are you going on your next vacation?
Hi everybody, my name is Josh. I was recently in Nashville for a vacation, so I don't foresee going on another vacation for quite a while.
That's Josh, everybody!
Hello, my name is Nathan. I actually, in about 2 weeks, I'm leaving for a scuba diving trip in Honduras. So looking forward to that.
Hi, I'm Adam, and in about 2 weeks, I'm leaving for a not scuba diving trip in Chicago.
Hi everybody, my name is Jeff. Originally we planned to go to Japan for my birthday, but that fell through, so I'm going to North Carolina for a wedding.
But that's not everybody because, in fact, we do have someone in the back. Why don't you let us know your name and what are your vacation plans?
Hi there, my name is Jesse, and I was just in Frisco, Colorado to go snowboarding at Copper Mountain.
That's Jesse, everybody! And one more time, my name is Ken, and I am not allowed to leave the theater. Alright, so let's get into our first game. Our first game's going to be categories. So let's get a little bit closer to me, maybe make a little half dome there. What's going to happen is we're going to play a competitive game. We've got 4 players on the stage, but we're going to whittle these players down to one final player standing. The final player standing, you're going to get 100 funny bucks right into your funny account, okay? There's a lot here. What's going to happen, though, is we're going to play categories. So for categories, I'm going to spin around, and I'm going to point to these players. Whenever I point to a player, it is their responsibility to list an item in the given category. The category is going to come from you, okay? So for example, if we got cars, I'm going to spin around and point to them. They have to list a car, make, model, whatever, cars. And then we're going to go down the line. If somebody repeats anything that was already said, they're going to be eliminated from the game. They're out, okay? If maybe they say something that doesn't belong in the category, eliminated, they're out. If they look at me funny, if they take too long, if they slip and fall, eliminated, they're out. Anything like that, okay? We're trying to go as fast as possible, get as many in the category as we can. This is an elimination. People will go out every round. Let's practice real quick. Let's say it was cars, okay? Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Category's cars.
VW.
Honda,
Model T, Durango.
Volkswagen.
Ooh, that might have been a little too long, but you get how it works. Maybe then the real thing, I might be very strict and say he's out, okay? Let's get going with a real round, though. This is the game of categories, and we got 4 players left, so I will give you one courtesy. I will give you a second life, all right? So the very first time you're out, you put your hand right up, okay? So you're letting everybody know that you got a wound, you got a chest wound. The second time you're out, both hands go up, you have surrendered, get off the stage, okay? No funny bucks for you in this game, all right? This is the game of categories. From anybody in the crowd, what's just a category that lots of items can fit within? A category.
There you go.
Was it fruit? Yeah. Fruit. I heard fruit. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
This is categories: fruit,
Bananas,
Mango.
Pear.
Apple,
blueberry,
Kumquat.
Persimmon.
passion,
Strawberry.
raspberry,
Date.
Mumbleberry.
guava,
Give me another one.
What?
Give me another one. Guava was good. Oh no, Adam, you got another one. Sorry, Adam. I also got tripped up like guava, but it passes. That's legal. Another category. Cereal types of cereal. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Cereals.
oatmeal,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Crispix.
Double scoop of the...
No! That's done. All right, hands in the air, fellas. Not looking good for you. Not looking good. What's our next category? Fast food restaurants. People that make your food and they do it fast. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, fast food restaurants.
Chick-fil-A,
Carl's Jr.,
Rallies.
Del Taco.
In-N-Out,
Checkers.
Whataburger,
Wendy's,
The other one.
No! Thanks for trying, Nathan. What's our next category? Spices. Oh, darn. Spices. Let me know if they don't say a spice. Are you ready?
Yes.
Spices.
Allspice.
Cumin.
Milan.
Turmeric.
Cinnamon.
No. Oh, cinnamon is no good. Sorry, John. We're gonna say it's cinnamon without the that's what I put in my food. All right, so we got looks like Jeff's looking pretty. What's our next category? Right over here. Say it. Toys you can play with. If they lie to me, you gotta let me know, okay? Toys, are you ready?
Yes.
Toys.
Transformers.
Matchbox
Etch a
cars.
sketch.
Masters of the Universe.
Slinky.
The holiday.
No. Thanks, Jeff. All right, folks. Everybody's hand is up. That means they can all go down. This is sudden death, single elimination. What is our next category?
Dog breeds.
Dog breeds. Breeds of dogs. Players are now ready.
Yes. Australian Terrier.
Doberman.
Irish Setter.
Boxer.
Shepherd.
Weimaraner.
Collie.
Labrador.
Golden Doodle.
Golden Retriever.
Alrighty, head to head, we got Nathan and Jeff. That's right, shake hands, gentlemen. One of you will get 100 funny bucks. One of you will get 100 slaps to the face. Alright, what's our final category? Say that one more time. Sodas. Are you ready?
Yes.
Sodas.
Pepsi. Orange. Coke. Grape. Mountain Dew.
Root beer. Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pibb.
No! 100 funny bucks right into Nathan's account. Hey, I'm gonna give you some opportunities to make some more tonight. Don't worry about that. Let's get 3 players up on stage for Pan Left, Pan Right! Alright, folks, you got to triangulate yourself. You see up here, they have organized into a triangle. A perfectly formed improv triangle is not, in fact, about the number of sides, though it is still 3. It is about the quality of their comedy. Right here, we, in fact, have 2 players. This is a side of the triangle. This will be a scene, alright? At any point in this game today, I can say, pan left. And the triangle's going to turn left, just like that, right? We have a new side of the triangle. A new combination of players. This is, in fact, a new scene. Just like I said, that other thing, I can also say this. Pan right! And the triangle's going to turn left and right, just like that. We're going to turn between these 3 sides, these 3 scenes, and of course, these little combinations of players. But what's going to happen is, first, let's get some help from you. From anybody in the audience, what's something that you only purchase if you can get a really good deal on it? What is that?
Car.
Computer. I heard computer. Computer, pan left. From anybody in the room, what is something that you lost, not your keys, but something that you personally lost?
Underwear.
All right, I'll take underwear, underwear, pan left. And then finally, how might 2 people know each other? College. All right, pan left. All right, folks, here we're gonna, is there any particular spot in the college, maybe a spot on campus or any college?
Library.
I heard a lot of, I'll give you library, but I also heard dorm room. Somewhere in a college. We're gonna keep college, maybe dorm room, maybe library. Let's remind the audience what our 3 suggestions are.
Computer.
And left.
Underwear.
And left.
College. Dorm room.
Library.
Alright, and left. I can't wait to see what's going on over there. But we'll get started right over here with computer. This is pan left, pan right. But we're going to add one more rule. Whenever we pan left or right into any scene, the first line spoken of every single scene must be the last line that you took from the scene you just left. I hope that made sense. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
I'm starting to think my mechanical keyboard just isn't loud enough.
You've been typing away all day. It's been what's your song?
I know. I want people to know.
And left.
I want people to know that I'm a superhero, and if I don't wear my underwear on the outside, how will people know?
You make an excellent point, Master Blaster. There are other ways now. We're not really restricted to that old strongman look. The Justice Society doesn't really go in for that anymore.
Oh, weakling boy, you are so droll. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
And left.
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
It's the library.
So I can't sleep here.
You can, but like only for a short amount of time.
Like overnights are no good.
If you get caught, they like don't appreciate it.
Well, what do they do?
They make you leave.
Like for good?
No.
And left.
Like, for good? Well, okay, yeah. They said I got kicked out of the computer club.
You're the backbone of this entire club. You formed the club.
I know, but ever since Tracy lost his mind because of all the clicking.
This isn't cool.
No, it's not. I'll have to form my own evil computer club. Yes.
Take me with you.
And left.
Take me with you, weakling boy.
No, I'm going to the grocery store by myself.
But how will you know which brand of cereal I prefer?
It's only 2 scoops, right?
It's called Raisin Bran. I keep reminding you, it's called Raisin Bran.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
And left.
Yeah, I'll figure it out one of these days, Professor. You are my professor, right?
Dude, you are way too high to be in the library.
I'm allergic.
And right.
I'm allergic to whatever
Yes.
matter that you get your powers from.
Yes, weakling boy, we know. You're allergic to dust, animals, whatever I get my powers from.
My throat's really, it's closing up. I gotta go get
You know, I've been putting off talking about this.
And right.
You know, I've been putting off talking about this, but
Yes?
you're out of the evil computer club.
No. And that's our game. Takes you back to Saturday morning with Master Blaster and Weakling Boy. Alright, let's get everybody back up on stage for a game called Dating Game! Alright, what's gonna happen now, for this game of Dating Game, yeah, let's set up the stage. I do in fact need some people to leave. Have we decided who's leaving and who's staying? Oh, no.
Alright, good.
Excellent. Alrighty, so Josh will be leaving. On the count of 3, we're gonna all say get out of here with a huge round of applause. 1, 2, 3, get out of here! Alright, so that sound means Josh has left the building. He is actually out in our hallway. He can't hear us because he's in our soundproof out in the hallway. What's going to happen now is we're going to play a game called Dating Game. A long time ago, back before television was any good, they tell me there's a show called Dating Game, and it had a very specific format, right? There's one a lucky contestant, right? A suitor, perhaps, and they have three contestants, one suitor, and they have 3 contestants behind a wall, and they ask them questions without seeing them, and they decide who of the 3 people they want to date the most, right? Here we have Adam, we have Nathan, and we have Jeff. Unfortunately, everyone's dated Adam, Nathan, and Jeff, so we're not going to let them be themselves. In fact, in this seat right here, instead of being Adam, Nathan, or Jeff, what's maybe a person that everybody likes, just a super likable person? Who is that? A famous person? Everybody likes him. Say that again.
Cameron Diaz.
First, Cameron Diaz. I heard Cameron Diaz of Charlie's Angels fame. Maybe not everybody likes her either. All right, here we go. Scene number 2. In fact, who's going to be in scene number 2 is this is going to be somebody, a famous fictional character. Who's a character from fiction?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Right, Harry Potter. Zelensky's a real guy, man. All right, and then right over here in the third seat, right here in the third seat, this is going to be. Oh, you know, we're done with people. How about maybe what's an item that is when somebody owns it, it's just it's a sign that that's a funny person. What's an item that's a funny item? Again? Monocle. That's the one little eyeglass. Is that right? Okay, so right here is going to be not a person, in fact, a monocle. Okay. So again, this is the game of dating game. In just a minute, we're going to invite Josh from outside back inside, and he's going to be asking these three people some questions. They are not allowed to say who or what they are. Josh is only going to decide who they are based off of the quality of their answers. Okay. So real quick, let's remind the audience who, in fact, we are. Seat number 1.
Cameron Diaz.
Okay. Seat number 2.
Harry Potter.
And then seat number 3.
Monaco.
Alright, these are 3 contestants. Let's keep it secret though, okay? Because Josh in the hallway does not know who these people are. He's gonna ask them some questions, and hopefully at the end of the game he can guess. On the count of 3, we're gonna yell, "Get back in here!" with a round of applause. 1, 2, 3. Get back in here! Take it away.
Hey everybody, my name's Brady Stevens, and I'm a lifeguard. You know, when they send lifeguards out, some of them need a little help, so then that's what they call me. Well, I guess I have some questions for these contestants. Contestant number 1. Hi. Hey. If we were to go on like a first date, where would you take me?
Oh, well, I'm a dancer at this club, the Coco Bongo Club. If you've heard of it. I just like to dance around and, meet someone wearing a zoot suit. I don't like zoot suits.
I'm not familiar with what those are. You swim in that?
I mean, if you were tossed off a pier, then yeah.
Happens all the time. All right. Same question. Contestant 2, if we went on a first date, where would you take me?
Oh, well, I guess we probably go to a little street that runs not vertically or horizontally, but between the two, where there's my favorite candy store.
All right. I like candy. Cool. Contestant number 3, where would we go on a first date?
Only to the fanciest of high society functions. Hobnobbing and meeting the richest of the rich. That's what I would like to do.
All right, yeah, I can hobnob. All right, well, that's interesting. Let's go to contestant number 2. Outside any sort of occupation, it's really important to me that everybody has their own kind of pursuits. So what kind of hobbies do you have?
I like playing in athletic leagues that don't exist. Getting in life-threatening adventures with people who have no business being there.
I beat you there on that one.
Okay.
All right, well, okay. Contestant number 3, what are your hobbies?
I actually don't really get out that often. I spend most of my time just kind of in the drawer, not being used. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine being single, to be frank.
Well, okay, then why are you here? No, that doesn't count. That's not one of my questions. All right, contestant number 1, what hobbies do you have?
Well, I like to, travel the world with my 2 gal pals. One has brunette hair and one has redhead. And, we just like to surf, ride motorcycles, wear disguises, infiltrate bases, that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, I like bases. Anyway, let's keep it going here. Contestant number 3. For me, family's very important. What would you say that your relationship with your family is like?
Oh, I've cut off all family, all kinds of relations. I mean, I suppose I am chained, as one might say, to some other piece of clothing, but I really do like to be by myself. But I will say that I can't help one look their best.
Right on, okay.
Right on.
Yeah, contestant number 3, how's your family?
Do you mean me?
Oh yeah, contestant number 1.
Oh, that's fine. Well, you know, there's something about my family, me specifically. I'm perpetually single. I don't really talk to my family except for my grandmother and her pooch. Unfortunately, her pooch is in a full body cast. You know, I'm trying to start a family. I haven't had much luck dating. Why I'm here, you know, I once dated Brett Favre. And then this one guy, I broke up with him when I really found out what was in that hair gel he let me borrow.
Okay, yeah. All right, contestant number 2, how's that family working for you?
Oh, well, my parents were murdered. My uncle is in insane asylum. My foster parents are cruel and torture me. Pretty good.
But we're not done just yet because we do have our contestant here and he's got to guess. All right, so here's what's going to happen. If he gets it correct, you explode into a 100% level of applause, all right? And we're going to give him 100 funny bucks, all right? If he gets it wrong, though, here's what we're going to do. We're going to act like we're going to clap. We're going to get right here. Some of us are scientists. This is called the point of clapitation, as we all know. And right at the point of clapitation, we're going to go pointy fingers right at John. Sorry, what was your name again, sir?
Brady.
Thank you, Brady. Brady the lifeguard, right at Brady, and all together we're gonna go, no! Okay? Very angrily, just like they did on Dating Game. Alrighty, hey Brady, let us know, who do you think is in seat number 1?
Well, yeah, I think I'm not really that interested in dating Reese Witherspoon.
No! Let's all say together who it was. Cameron Diaz!
Oh, that's what her name is.
And in seat number 2, Brady, tell us what you think of seat number 2.
Yeah, I'm not really into the sad orphan thing, Harry Potter.
And then Brady for $200 and possibly the love of your life. What do you think about seat number 3?
You know, I really am interested in dating a pocket watch.
No! Everybody on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. A monocle! And that's our game! For that game, Josh has still earned himself 100 funny bucks they can take on that first date with the monocle or whoever it is he decides to take. Also Brett Favre, like the beans, right? Alright, let's get everybody back on stage. Let's get you split up, actually. This looks fine to me. Your teams now. You're going to be one team, and you're going to be one team over here, or whatever you decide to do. Figure it out. But here's what's going to happen. Me and I can cut off into 2 teams. This is team what?
Favre.
That's right. And over here we go. That's something beans and Team Favre. All right, what's gonna happen now is I'll put 200 funny bucks up for grabs. You can split it for yourselves. We're gonna play questions only. So we're gonna have one player from each team on stage at any point, and they can only speak in questions. If they say anything, any sentence that is not a question, exclamation, or the rest of them, you shout out no, or I'll shout out switch. I'll say no. We'll switch, and then they're gonna tag team replace their player here. We're gonna go as long as possible, and whoever has the fewest amount of switches, they're gonna be the winning team with 200 funny bucks. Real quick though, let's start us off. Adam, can you get something from your crowd?
Yeah, sure. What is an event that people might attend?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is your suggestion. This is questions only. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin.
So what team are you supporting?
Who's playing?
Do you only just watch the game and not the commercials?
Why would you watch the game?
What's in this dip?
Is that guacamole?
Is that what guacamole is?
Are you allergic to avocado?
Can you be allergic to avocado?
Do I look like an allergist?
No, switch!
Do I look like an allergist?
Wouldn't an allergist look like you? Wouldn't an allergist look like you?
What is that supposed to mean?
Did I insult you?
Do you think that wasn't insulting?
Have you seen yourself in the mirror?
Do I look bad?
Has anybody ever?
No, switch!
Do I look bad?
You want me to answer that truthfully?
What did my mother always say?
Are you gonna be okay?
Do you think that I'm ugly?
Are you?
Switch!
Do you think that I'm ugly?
Would a pretty person ask that?
No!
Would a pretty person ask that?
Who are you to judge?
I don't have.
No,
Who are you to judge?
Don't I have 2 eyes and a heart?
Why would that matter?
Can't you see with your eyes?
What else would I see with?
Would you use ears?
Are my ears too big?
Is ears being too big something you're worried about?
Why are you doing this to me?
Why do you bring it upon yourself?
Didn't we just want to watch the game?
Did you invite me over not to insult you?
How does that make any sense?
Why are you even questioning it since it's happening now?
When does the game start?
Why would the TV tell you that?
Wouldn't the TV do?
Do you know how TVs work?
Isn't this the remote?
Is that a plasma screen?
Why would I own that?
Is that 4K?
What year is this?
Do you have a calendar around?
Would a phone count?
Does it keep accurate time?
What do you think?
Is that an app?
It's an apple.
no, switch! And that's our game! Even with that elimination, Team Something or Other will win 200 money bucks! Great job, great job. Now I'm gonna need 2 players, or maybe 3 players. Get 3 players up on stage for the game of Forward Reverse! Alright folks, here we go. For this game, these players are gonna act out a scene. At any time in the scene, let's say I've got a magical little remote, of course I can say forward, and the scene will continue as normal, play forward. But I can also say reverse, and anything you just saw, anything they just said, anything they just did, will happen in reverse. Jeff, let's start us off with a suggestion.
All right. So, what is a word, not a food or an animal, that starts with the letter G?
Government.
Government.
Government is your suggestion. This is forward reverse. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Robert. Jeremiah. You creating some good red tape today?
Reverse.
You creating some good red tape today? Jeremiah.
Robert.
Forward.
Robert.
Jeremiah. You creating some good red tape today?
Don't I always?
Reverse. Forward.
Hey, enough of your chuckling. I got a lot more paperwork for you both.
Reverse.
Enough chuckling. I got a lot more paperwork for you both.
Don't I always?
Creating some good red tape today? Jeremiah.
Robert.
Well, time to go to work.
Forward.
Well, time to go to work.
Robert. Jeremiah. Creating some good red tape today?
Don't I always?
Hey, I'm chuckling. I got a lot of paperwork for you both right here. That's right.
More paperwork!
More paperwork.
My favorite! My favorite!
here.
Forward.
You got a lot of paperwork right here.
More paperwork!
More paperwork.
My favorite! You like the paperwork part? I love it!
Reverse.
I love it! You like the paperwork part? I love it!
More paperwork.
More paperwork!
Forward.
More paperwork!
More paperwork.
You like the paperwork! It's my favorite!
Reverse.
It's my favorite! I love it! No, you like the paperwork part? More paperwork!
More paperwork. All right, enough giggling, guys. We got more paperwork right here.
Don't die always.
Oh, created some good red tape. Jeremiah.
Roberts. Well, time to go to work.
Expertly done. I'll give you $120. You can split it up. Good job to Jeff and Nathan. Forward. No, Josh doesn't get any $20. That was Jeff and Nathan. They did that. Josh just brought the paper. He wasn't excited about it. Alrighty, so now we're going to move on to another game. And for this game, I do need a few players. Let's get some of our players up on stage! And I think I want some more players in this game. And I did tell you at the beginning, this might be an opportunity for some of you. If anybody here wants to join us up on stage, shoot your hand up into the air. It's going to be a lot of fun. Does anybody here want to play with us on stage? You get one opportunity going once, going twice. Yeah, is that a hand up in the air, sir? No? Okay, it's, oh, you're volunteering your friend here, sir? Is that what you're doing? Yeah? Okay, great, awesome, sounds good. So we have a fun little rule here at Mockingbird Improv. It goes a little something like this, and say it all together. If you volunteer your friends, you volunteer yourself! Yay! Come on up, sir, let's stay up on stage. Step to the side of the stage. Anybody else feel friendly enough to come up and play with us, or maybe volunteer your friend too? Yeah, okay, come on up, yeah! Hey, great job. So we got steps on the side of the stage. You can come on up if you sign the waiver. All right, great. So your name, sir? Lance. Lance. Let's give it up for Lance, everybody. Hannah and Hannah. All right, friends, we're gonna play a game called Mannequins. So for Mannequins, Lance and Hannah, let's take a step back real quick, because we need them to set up. So Adam and Nathan, go ahead and step in the middle. This is gonna be mannequins. So Hannah, this is Nathan. He's gonna be your mannequin. Lance, this is Adam. Will be your mannequin. Okay? Like an action figure of sorts. Mannequins are to be posed, right? So just like a good action figure, let's assume action figure position. Just like a good action figure, they got lots of points of mobility and articulation. So what you're gonna want to do is you want to maybe get them into a pose that looks fun to you. You can move their arms, you can bend them, you can even make them move their bodies. You can 740, push them very lightly. They will walk off the stage, so try not to let them do that. You can turn them very easily. Of course, all of their fingers are posable. Make sure they're family appropriate. This is a 7 p.m. show. And don't touch anywhere you wouldn't touch your grandma, okay? But that's how we're going to play this game. This is Mannequins. So maybe get them into a little pose. Let them speak. They're going to be doing all the speaking, but you are responsible for posing their bodies, okay? So this is the game of Mannequins. Before we get started, let's keep our hands off, and let's maybe put on a tune. Jesse, could we maybe get just any song? Just play something funky. Play a little tune for us. We'll let them dance for just a moment. So we'll be hands off. Give them a little dancing. So you are not doing that dancing perfectly. Look at that. Wonderful. Look at their dancing, everybody. Isn't that incredible? That's so good. I wanted to stop. Okay, we're going to stop right there. We're going to start in these positions. This is the game of Mannequin. Hannah, you got Nathan. Lance, you got Adam. Hannah, Lance, players, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin.
Don't step right there.
Right where?
On the big pile of dog poop.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I did that.
You pooped on the ground? I shed a tear for that.
Yeah, it was an emergency.
The bathroom is right over there. The bathroom is right over there, not behind me.
That's pretty far away. And it was a pretty urgent situation.
I mean, I can see that.
Wait. No, false alarm. No, okay.
Close.
Whew. That was a big one.
It most certainly was.
Conjuring up the spirit of the next one.
I can't even watch it anymore.
Well, shouldn't have had all those chili dogs.
I guess not. You do this every time we go to the county fair.
I also have a terrible hangover. Peekaboo!
You know what?
Yeah! Who's the man?
You know what? I'm going home.
This is your home.
What?
You belong with me, man. Here.
We've been best friends for years. I agree.
You have been my best friend. I don't know if I was your best friend. That's how I feel.
Are you cutting me off as a friend?
Wait. Okay, no false alarm.
Give it up for Lance and Hannah! Lance and Hannah, you did such a great job. You each get 100 funny bucks to take home with you. Congratulations. But also, for volunteering, I'll give you a free ticket to come back whenever you want. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Great job. I gotta point out though that Lance was the reluctant volunteer. He was very, very willing to get into it. He was so active. He was excited to play on stage. Some people just need an excuse, yeah. Alrighty. Now I'll take that segue real quick to talk a little bit about. Hey, we're Mockingbird Improv. We're a real non-profit 501c3 organization. What that means. The lawyers know. But what it means is that we're real. We're a legit nonprofit. You can look us up. Your donations are very much useful, accepted, wanted, needed sometimes. And they're tax deductible, all that good stuff. 501c3. Talk to your accountant about it. But you can find out more information about us at mockingbirdimprov.org. If you are sitting in your seat and you're watching the show and you're thinking to yourself, oh man, I could do that. You could totally do this. You absolutely can do this. And we welcome you to do this. We'll teach you to do it. We encourage you to be here at mockingbirdimprov.org. You can find out some more information about our classes. We teach lots of classes here. We typically have 6-week-long classes. That's about a semester for us. We have levels 1 through 5, and we have advanced levels. We also have specialty levels of music and sketch and stuff like that. Check us out on the internet. There's so much more that I can't get all into this speech. mockingbirdimprov.org is where you can find us, okay? Also, you can scan that QR code over there and give you more information about some shows. That QR code over there will give you some more information about classes. One more thing about classes, of course, maybe you can't make a 6-week-long workshop or a class or something like that. We also have drop-in workshops. So that'd be just about 2 hours or so, maybe 3 hours. We have an improviser come on down, typically from LA, Chicago, something like that. We also have lots of very talented improvisers here in San Diego and at the Mockingbird team. And they'll do a nice little workshop over the course of a few hours in an afternoon. You can just drop in and then drop out, get a little some improv under your belt, take some of those skills. They're not just good for anybody who does stage. Pretty much whatever you do at work, if you interact with other people, if you have to problem solve or think on the fly, you can use improv. We encourage you to do it. And also, it's a great way to meet other adults outside of work. So that's mockingbirdimprov.org. Check us out. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. With that said, we're going to move on to our next game. And for our next game, I actually want, let's get everybody back up on stage for a game called Conducted Story. Alrighty, so for Conducted Story, here's what's going to happen. From this side of the room, what's, maybe I know maybe we don't always learn words, but what's maybe an adjective that you learned sometime recently?
Erudite.
Say that one more time.
Erudite.
Erudite. Is that?
Erudite.
Oh, erudite. And that means?
Very clever, smart.
Great, erudite. And then from this side of the room, how about a noun? It's a thing. First listen.
Clown.
Say that again. Clown. Erudite clown. Erudite. The erudite clown. We're going to tell you a story here today. The story is in fact called The Erudite Clown. And we're going to tell it a very special way. We're going to tell it one person at a time. These 4 people, they're going to become one lovely voice. We're going to be reading the book to you of The Erudite Clown. And these narrators are going to do it kind of like we did in categories. I'll be down here and I'll be pointing to them. When I point at them, it's their responsibility to narrate the story that we're telling. When I switch from one player to another, they have to pick up right where we left off, whether it's mid-sentence or even mid-word, okay? If anybody drops it, we're going to eliminate players. We're going to keep going until we got 1 player left standing. I might give you a second life. I'll give you a second life. We'll do it the same way that we did categories. This is the game of Conducted Story. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
What's the name of the story that we're telling?
The Erudite Clown, Chapter 1!
Jingles the clown. clown was born into the most impressive clown family that the world had ever known. But there was something missing from his life.
He didn't know how to read. And while this might not seem like a huge problem for a circus clown, it was very difficult for him to go to, say, the supermarket and buy cornflakes without ending up with laundry detergent.
Or raisin bran without 2 scoops. He wanted to learn to read so badly, yet he didn't know how to go about it.
So he went to his family and said, "Hey guys, how did you get all literate like?" They looked down their big red noses at Clancy, and his mother
Said,
His mother said, "Sorry, Jeff. That'll be your first life. We're gonna tell a story. What's the name of the story?"
The Erudite Clown, Chapter 2.
Clancy ran away from his clown home and went to school in a shocking turn of events that had never happened before.
The circus called for him, but he didn't listen. His family called for him, and he listened a little bit, but he decided his
Education was more important. He found a nice schoolhouse, taught by a nice teacher.
Mrs. Kronfling. Mrs. Kronfling was of German descent, as you might be able to tell from her strange
Name.
And name. No, sorry, guys. All right, we're moving on. What's the name of the story?
The Erudite Clown, Chapter 3.
Go faster.
Mrs. Cramfling taught him vowels and
Consonants and other grammar type things.
like verbs and adjectives and nouns. Eventually,
He got to contractions,
and adverbs, which are very different.
different from regular verbs.
Is the whole thing. Anyway, he was reading now more
Than ever. Your 3rd grade level.
4th grade level.
6th grade, he skipped 5th. What a genius.
Soon, the teachers found out that
He was out reading.
everyone.
Not everything. No, sorry, Nathan. All right, we're moving on. What's another story?
The Erudite Clown, Chapter 4.
8 years had passed.
Since he had gone to school,
And Jingles was
Was no budget! Yay! Alrighty, hands down. Next elimination. Sorry, Adam, you lose your life. Alrighty, name of the story we're telling.
The Erudite Clown,
Chapter 5.
it was a rainy Tuesday, and someone came to the circus.
and said, "Is Jingles here?"
And the circus clowns
Said, "No, we
Don't think he is.
is here. He ran away 8 years ago, and no one has
Seen him since.
Well, the stranger said, "He is."
the person.
No, sorry, Nathan. Bye-bye. Alright, we have 2 players left. What's the name of our story?
The Erudite Clown, the final chapter.
Jingles took
And
off
it
his
was
trench coat and hat,
revealed that
and
it
he
was
said,
actually
"It was me
Clarence.
all along."
He said, I fooled
That I came back, and now I can read all of the signs around the circus.
and I resent the one you guys put on my back all those years ago.
I don't wish to be kicked. And so they kicked me.
Time was a very mean and cruel joke on
Me. And I
That's
learned
why I
what
am taking my
cruelty
revenge.
In the
He
dictionary,
threw open his trench
Oxford
coat
said,
and pulled out a gigantic seltzer bottle filled with
wine. The wine
over and over.
to fill it with.
No, that's not very good. Bye-bye, done. Adam's our champion! I didn't say it, but Adam's gonna get 100 funny bucks, and also he has the responsibility of telling us what is the moral of the Erudite Clown.
The moral of the Erudite Clown is, don't overeducate yourself. If you're a clown, be a clown and be proud.
And that's the story, everybody! From that game, we're actually going to go right into another game. Let's do author interview, folks. So So for author interview, we're going to need all 4 players back up on stage. And what's going to happen is we're now going to see an interview. We're going to go just as though you were to turn on some snooty booty channel where they review film or literature. We're going to go to perhaps some sort of book review, book interview, and of course the book that we're going to be reviewing is The Erudite Clown. We have some wonderful guests, the authors here, but you don't need to hear a ton from me. I'm going to pass it on over to our hosts here. Let's give it up for the game of author interview!
Welcome back to Book Talk, the only book podcast out there. I'm Clancy Jones, and joining me today we have the authors of The Erudite Clown. Now, they, Marshall and Regina, don't speak English, so I've brought a translator with us so we can talk a little bit about what inspired them. The translator, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, hello, my name is Jürgen Torvald, and I will be translating for the authors.
Great. Well, let's move on to our first question here. So, it is sort of a coming-of-age story. What inspired the authors to make the main character a literal clown?
In each contained the Vahina Barahuda, Scotty could hold it a pretty good cloud that you do.
So, Frank Darby, for 72 kritik matu, iskan bugabat.
They say that by making a coming-of-age story, it appeals to wider audience, including idiots.
Well, I wouldn't know about that.
But it's ego to hide it about. He said, okay.
All right. Well, folks, this is, I've never had my feelings hurt like this. Well, let's get back on topic. Midway through the book, the clown returns home, and he has a big seltzer bottle, but it's full of wine. What does that symbolize?
It is hebat hagi bogis. It could hebat home. It could think of a two to be rich. It's a way to buy it. Who could have it?
Isko, I studier Martin, har du det bara? Nu ska Juanen, George get that.
George Pagana, Jimmer Furphy, about.
The wine represents snobby people who think they are better than everybody, and he sprays them with it to show them who is boss.
Okay, no, that makes a lot of sense. I'm all about symbolism here on Book Talk. Now, I do want to touch on maybe a minor character, the teacher, Miss Herkstrom. There are several chapters devoted to her German lineage. And I was just curious, why go that in depth on only one character?
In Teisketigen der Herkstrom, this is a Deutsche Tagebuch. Ich muss nicht aber nicht hören.
First for the hurts them, they eat a bath for Geek surf, basically surf, and geeky.
Iska, Curfling, I couldn't get back.
Curfling.
The character of the teacher is what is known in our country as a Curfling. A Curfling is a very wise person who is actually the source of all knowledge, and a lot of time was dedicated to her because she is truly the hero of the story.
In a way, I feel like maybe I'm a bit of a curveball.
It's keeping and Curfling is They say, sure, maybe.
I was a little worried with the laughter, and they said another word several times, shabugi.
Yeah.
Oh, you should not say that word. That's very bad word in our language.
Okay, well, I won't even get into why they said it in that case.
That was author interview. left for our tax refund. 50 funny bucks to every player! Alright, let's move on for our next game. This is in fact a game of blind lines. I'm gonna get 3 players up on stage. Let's give them a big round of applause! Alright, folks. Yeah. 3 players, is that right?
Yep.
Yes, awesome. And just like before, I do actually need you to lead. So on the count of 3, we're all gonna yell, get out of here with a big round of applause. 1, 2, 3, get out of here! That's right, I did the music with my mouth, but that's okay because we have Jessie up here. Give it up for Jessie! We need to pull her from the sound booth because she's going to help us out with some stuff here. From anybody in the audience, can you maybe give me a line from a film, not Schwarzenegger or any of the classic ones, but maybe a line that stands out to you from a movie you remember?
Oh my God, them
Not Schwarzenegger. You gotta listen,
How do you like them apples?
How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Does anybody maybe remember a line from a commercial?
My brand.
My brand, my brand, my brand. Alrighty, now let's think about a line that we read recently, maybe in a book or on a billboard, but you read this line. What is that line?
It was the best of times, it was the worst.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. I saw a hand in the back. You have another line for me? Or no? Okay. All right, here we go. Oh no. Okay. From anybody in the room, let's think about our parents. I know our parents. They had a line that they loved to repeat. Maybe it was advice. Maybe it was just something funny that they said. But what's a line that our parents said over and over again when we were growing up? What was that line?
Because I said so.
Of course, because I said. We get that one. Because I said so. Because I said so. Alrighty, maybe how about a line from a song? Does anybody have a line from a song that they remember? Maybe it's a line that maybe you heard coming in today.
I did it my way.
I did it my way. I did it my way. Alright, now let's think about when we're hanging out with our friends. I know when we're hanging out with our friends, sometimes we have what's called an inside joke. And an inside joke is a line, I need more than 2 words, but it's a line of dialogue. It's just a line that when we say it out loud, it doesn't mean much to most people, but when you and your friends say that line, it is, oh man, we all get that, okay? What is that line? What is your inside joke?
Are you scared?
Are you scared? Are you scared? Are you scared? Does anybody else have a line that they've been dying to give me today? No? That's okay. That's fine. How many does that leave us with? We got about 6?
We got 6.
You got 6? Okay, I got room for one more. Let's say, how about a piece of advice that you were given at some point in your life? What is that advice?
Don't die.
More than 2 words, please.
Don't die today.
I'll take it. Don't die today. Don't die today. Thank you very much. With that, let's give a big round of applause to Adam and Jessie for writing that. Thank you so much. This is a game of blind lines. So Adam and Jessie have been writing those lines on little pieces of paper, and they're going to scatter them across the stage, just like that. We got the players from outside. We're going to invite them back inside. And they didn't hear what those lines were or where they are on the stage. So they're going to act out a scene, and at random points in the scene, they're going to pick up the line and read in character these lines that we are telling them to say out loud. Alrighty? This is the game of blind line. On the count of 3, we're going to yell, get back in here with a huge round of applause. Alrighty, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Get back in here! This is the game of blind line. Josh, will you get a suggestion from your audience?
Absolutely. What is a word that's neither food nor animal, but starts with the letter R?
Robot.
Robot. Thank you.
Robot is your suggestion. This is blind line players. Are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
They're always watching us, John.
You really gotta do something about this.
Yeah. This is the unblinking red eye.
The unblinking red eye. I don't trust it. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. When that eye first showed up in the sky, I felt it was the second coming, but it's been here too long now.
It should be the second going by now.
Yeah, go! Get out of here, we don't want your red glow ominously foreboding over us.
Because I said so.
Because he said so, yeah!
I'm starting to think the big red eye in the sky doesn't respect my authority. I guess we can shoot at it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Alright.
Don't die today. You know, the last time we went shooting, you almost died. And I'm telling you, don't die.
Well, now I'm in my head about it.
Yeah, that was the one that shot you, but I think it was on your fault for almost dying.
Excuse me. Hey, whoa! Point that somewhere else, would you, big fella? I was just up in the big red eye. Don't worry, I'm not a threat. I'm just, I'm spreading cheer wherever I go.
How does a large glowing red eye spread cheer?
Are you scared?
Yeah!
Incredibly.
Well then,
Petrified.
after you get over that scared feeling, the endorphins rush in and you feel cheerful. Right. So first you do have to be scared, but then you'll feel better.
I think that's just psychological manipulation on a grand scale.
Psychological manipulation, the body's response to tension and fear, this or that, half a dozen.
You're awful laissez-faire about using manipulation and the endorphins.
Yeah.
My brand. I'm an influencer. Influencing everybody to be terrified.
I did it my way. When I wanted to be known and do my own thing, I did it. Maybe this is your own thing. And now that you're down here, I do feel a rush of endorphins going. I do feel better.
All right.
Maybe you noticed something.
My job is done.
The only thing I hate more than alien robots is influencers.
Oh, I guess you missed.
How do you like them apples?
You do that.
Alright, I really hope we're all having a great time here today. Hey, thanks again for joining us. We're Mockingbird Improv. Check us out on the internet. Scan those QR codes. You've all been so fantastic. In fact, we got one more game. It's about the end of the show. But you've been so great that I think we're gonna give them a free ticket. Yeah, we can do that. Can we do that? Here, I already said it. All right. So at 8:30, you all get to come back for free for the 8:30 show, and the 8:30 show is.
Improv versus stand-up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's tonight. Yeah. So tonight we have improv versus stand-up. I'll be in that show. I'll be right back here. So at 8:30 we have improv versus stand-up. It's a lot of fun. We encourage you to come. It's an absolute blast. It's one of the best shows. This is of course the best show. But the 8:30 improv versus stand-up. It's a lot of fun. One thing you gotta know. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna have some stand-up comedians. They're gonna do some stand-up for you, and then we'll have some improvisers, and they'll do improv based off of the stand-up sets. It's a blast, but you do have to know this. It is decidedly not a family-friendly show. 7 o'clock show is a very family. Hey, up to you. But 7 o'clock is a very family-friendly show. 8:30 is not a family-friendly show. We do not get to decide what the comedians say, and we don't exactly censor ourselves either. Okay? But come back at 8:30. That is for improv versus stand-up. Just tell anybody that you were at the show, and you'll be back in for absolutely free because you've done such a great job. Give it up for yourself. Thank you all so much. Thanks again for being here. If you're a student and you're here for the pep rally, a double round of applause for you. If maybe you were going to see a different comedy show, I hope this was worth your time. Yeah, give a clap for this. Anyway, with that said, thanks a lot, everybody. Let's get everybody on stage for our final game! Alrighty, so we have, there's a game that the Proverbs, we like to do. It's called 185, alright? So when we're hanging out, when we're drinking, we got a stock joke. Stock joke goes something like this, right? 185 blank. Walk into a bar. Bartender says, hey, we don't serve blank here. And the blanks respond with punchline. Sounds robotic when I do it that way, but you're going to help us out, okay? You're going to give us the blank, and they're going to step forward and give us a punchline, a joke like that, okay? For example, if we said cows, a punchline might look like this. 185 cows walk into a bar. Bartender says, hey, get out of here, we don't serve cows here. And the cows say, that's fine, we'll go to another bar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alrighty. So if this lovely young lady laughs, or if we get a nice laugh here, we're gonna hear this sound right here. And that means we're gonna give you 50 funny bucks for every joke that you get off right, okay? So 50 funny bucks every time you hear that ding. However, if they step forward, they try their best, and she's not nice enough to laugh, you're gonna hear this sound instead. And that means we've already signed you up for 2 classes, okay? Alrighty, this is the game of 185. You get 50 funny bucks for everything from anybody in the room. What is the best gift you ever gave? Socks! I heard it. He's proud of it. Socks. 185 socks. We're going to a bar. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Let's give it up for them.
185 socks walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve socks here." And the socks say, "It's okay, we're just looking for the missing guy."
185 socks walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, sorry, we don't serve socks here." And the socks are like, "Ah, here too? We just got kicked out of sandals."
185 socks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve socks here." The socks goes, "That's darn tough."
185 socks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve socks here. No shoes, no service."
All right, that's enough about socks. What's maybe, okay, think about this one. What's an animal that is neither a pet nor for eating?
Seahorse.
Seahorse. Seahorse. 185 seahorse walk into a bar.
185 seahorses walk into a bar and the bartender said, "Hey, sorry guys, we don't serve seahorses here." And the seahorses are like, "That's okay. All of us bros aren't here to drink because we're pregnant."
I give him 2 dings for that one. That's 120 bucks.
185 seahorses walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve seahorses here." The seahorses say, "Nay." Yeah.
I wanted to give that one. No more seahorses. What's an item that you usually find multiples of together? Say that again. iPhone. Say it proud. The iPhone. Say it one more time. That's right. iPhone. All right, iPhone.
185 iPhones walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve iPhones here." And the iPhones say, "That's okay, we've got 4 bars."
185 iPhones walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve iPhones here." The iPhones say, "We're not looking for drinks, we're looking for jobs."
185 iPhones walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, sorry guys, we don't serve iPhones here." And the iPhones say, "Oh, really? We heard this was the best Apple teenies in town."
185 iPhones walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve iPhones here." The iPhones say, "Well, we're just here for the entertainment. We heard you had a singer." And the bartender says, "Nope, Samsung."
185 iPhones walk into a bar and the bartender said, "Yeah, hey, sorry guys, we don't serve iPhones in here." The iPhones look at each other and they start laughing uproariously. And one of them says, "It's okay, we're all just cracking up under the pressure."
185 iPhones walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve iPhones here." The iPhones say, "Fine, then we're never coming back."
All right, we're done with iPhones. Let's think back. Let's think back to when we were still full of passion and hope. What was the job that you were sure you were gonna do? Astronaut. 185 astronauts walk into a bar.
185 astronauts walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve astronauts here." And the astronauts say, "Tang!"
185 astronauts walk into a bar and the bartender said, "Hey, sorry guys, we don't serve astronauts here." The astronauts look around and they're like, "That's okay, we've been to space bars."
185 astronauts walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve astronauts here." The astronauts take one small step back out the bar.
And that bar's done! Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. Come back at 8:30. Jesse, take us home.
All right, everyone. Put your hands together for your players. Jeff, Adam, Josh, Nate,
Great job.
Sorry about that one. My finger was over the two. I give you that. Sorry, I only laughed your joke and I gave you a hand because my finger. Okay.